In 2022, we can point to a few brands that are proactively moving in the EV direction, whether it's in the form of full electric vehicles or adding hybrid options to the lineup. While Audi, Mercedes-Benz, and Volvo have begun the process of switching from internal combustion engines, BMW's i4 and iX are making a huge splash in this market and having a meaningful impact on further development that will lead to better cars in the near future. If we talk to consumers, their main concerns are range anxiety, practicality, and affordability. And despite BMW not being the most attainable for buyers on a budget, the iX just might be a crossover that can replace that X5 or X7 in your driveway. So here are 5 reasons why you should buy a 2022 BMW iX. EVs are known for their lower center of gravity, thanks to the weight and placements of the batteries, giving drivers an almost sports car-like driving experience when it pertains to cornering ability. However, ride quality can suffer, and for a premium luxury vehicle like the iX, the on-road demeanor has to match or possibly exceed the price point. And thanks to the air suspension BMW gave this crossover, we can confidently say that it's one of the most comfortable EVs we've ever driven. Unlike the i4, the iX isn't built on BMW's cluster architecture platform that underpins many cars within the lineup, and you notice that difference immediately, as handling, steering feel, and the interior layout is all new for a modern BMW. Many will question whether that's a drawback to this EV, as loyal buyers and enthusiasts have thoroughly enjoyed the rededication to performance and dynamic handling, and thankfully the iX doesn't deviate too much. However, much like we experienced with the i4, the heavier steering that provides feedback in the corners does lack with this crossover. When it comes to performance, the iX is powered by dual electric motors to give you 516 horsepower and 564 pound-feet of torque, propelling you to a 0 to 60 time around 4.4 seconds. While slightly slower than the Tesla Model X, the iX takes on the role as being a premium luxury EV, rather than predominantly being all about straight-line speed. With the lack of road noise, modernized interior, and plush and supportive seats, buyers will love the upscale vibes of this vehicle, where the driving environment just might be reflective of a crossover priced at $130,000 rather than its base cost of $83,200. In a tech-driven consumer market, it's vital to a manufacturer to get the interior of vehicles correct, where the user interfaces are easy to navigate through, the digital gauge clusters are customizable, and that if you're going to design an interior that's simplistic, it must retain the premium feel and quality. The BMW iX is the embodiment of what a luxury crossover should be in 2022, as the features and optional packages will amplify your experience behind the wheel. With our iX not being equipped with the luxury package, we didn't have the crystallized buttons or wood grain trim for the center console. However, with the convenience package, you get a very easy to read head-up display that you can customize to your liking. You'll have augmented reality for the navigation system and a 3D surround view camera to help park the iX. Quickly shifting to the exterior, the large front grills, which don't function in a traditional sense, are self-healing, where scratches will fade over time. Obviously, we weren't able to test this feature out for ourselves, so we'll have to believe BMW on this one. Equipped with BMW's iDrive 8 user interface, the resolution, quality, and responsiveness is exactly what you'd expect at this price point, and best of all, you'll still have a rotary dial and quick access buttons to get you to different menus. With the minimalist interior, all the climate control settings, including the heated interior panels for the center armrest and door rests, can be found here, rather than having physical buttons on the dashboard. Probably the coolest feature for the interior is the panoramic sunroof that can change from being transparent to opaque with the press of a button, which will certainly get passengers talking on longer drives and set the tone for the ambiance of the cabin. Unless you're looking at purchasing a Tesla, many EVs miss the mark where they fail to replace the value gas-powered vehicles offer, as their inability to ease concerns of range anxiety and overall practicality has been a hurdle brands are having difficulty getting past. Even with the newly released BMW i4, the same criticisms are brought up, as it's not the most practical EV on the market, and to achieve 300 miles of range, you have to opt for the single electric motor, sacrificing the all-wheel drive system that's only available for the i4 M50. The iX, thankfully, is the only family-friendly alternative at this point in time that can give the Tesla Model X a run for its money, as the 324 miles of range is only about 10 miles less than the Model X, and outperforms the Audi e-tron and Jaguar I-Pace when it comes to efficiency. This is compounded by the interior spacing of the iX, as you can squeeze a third person in the second row, despite this crossover being 2 inches thinner than the BMW X5. Legroom and headroom are abundant, making the iX perfect for road trips or daily commutes. Then for rear cargo room, you have right around 35.5 cubic feet of space behind the second row seats, with a storage compartment found just beneath the floor mat for charging cables or valuable items. The fact that BMW's newest EV crossover completes a trifecta of being efficient, practical, and family-friendly sends a clear message to rivals, but also lets consumers know that by switching from gas to electric, you're not sacrificing the intangibles that conventional vehicles provide. One of the primary complaints from consumers is that electric vehicles are quite expensive, and despite the higher gas prices, Americans still find going conventional to be a better financial decision. Sadly, the iX isn't the most attainable crossover out there, but within its segment and amongst its rivals, BMW has an EV that's rather appealing. At a base price of $83,200, that will undercut the Model X by over 30 grand. And if you qualify for the federal tax credits, you'll be saving a bit more. The model we had featured was priced just over $90,000, and was equipped with the dynamic handling and convenience packages, which meant we didn't receive the crystallized buttons. However, with the plethora of technology and the overall comfort, we weren't demanding anything more. A well-equipped model will eventually reach the $100,000 mark, but if you're on a stricter budget, a tastefully spec'd iX like we had during the review should fulfill your desires in a luxury crossover. It wouldn't be far-fetched to say that we've all been waiting for the game changer in this segment, a vehicle that can successfully replace a gas-powered car. Up to this point, many EVs from legacy manufacturers in one way or another fall short, and ultimately you'll be looking to Tesla to meet your expectations and demands. To claim that the BMW iX is better than the Model X would be a bold statement. However, amongst rival brands, the ultimate driving machine is reshaping how we view EVs in 2022. While still seen as a costly premium luxury crossover, the fact that the iX can deliver a range over 300 miles, offer a list of tech and comfort features to enhance your ownership experience, and be family-friendly all at the same time is almost unheard of. And then throw in the starting price below $85,000, and it almost becomes a no-brainer if you're searching for an EV right now. The exterior design might be an acquired taste for some, but if you can look past the road presence, that's where we believe the iX can be a great option if you're ready to make the switch to an electric car. We hope you enjoyed this quick buyer's guide for the 2022 BMW iX. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more videos like this one. And if you're interested in buying an iX or any other EV, make sure to check out our full reviews to help you find your next vehicle. And thanks for watching.